Welcome to Byte Me, where we're squashing bugs one byte at a time. Today is the first implementation of my Rust mini project series. We're going to be going from chapter 2 all the way to chapter 21, following the Rust book. So if you're excited to start doing projects, let's dive into this video. Okay, so this is going to be the first episode within this mini series. We're starting at chapter 2. Okay, so here's the bit. A client legally changed his name to Sandwich and is convinced everyone's jealous of it. Nobody knows what mood he'll be in today. Could be anywhere from at peace with it to feral. Your mission is to build a program that picks a secret mood number and lets the player keep guessing until it lands on it, giving a hint each time they're off. Here's a twist. Sandwich is impatient. The longer it takes to guess, the worse his mood gets. Every so often, and you decide how often, the secret number itself creeps upward. So a guess that would have been right 2 turns ago is wrong now. Okay? The steps are there. Try it on your own first, and then come back for the solution. Okay, you're back. Let's try it together. Our first step is to import our crates. So we're going to use the standard input-output crate. We're going to also use our random generator crate. And we're going to use our ordering crate. So the second step is going to create a main function. So we're going to do function main. I'm actually going to put this curly bracket at the end because that's going to encompass all of our code. And I'm also going to indent all of these lines. Okay, so number 3 is to generate the secret mood number. Secret mood num is going to, we gotta put let secret mood num equal, and this is where we're putting our random generator. So rand thread RNG. That's our first method that's going to implement the random generator, the pre-configured random generator. Then we're going to use gen range, and this is going to be our range. So it's going to be from 1 and including 100. Now that's done, we're going to set up our guess counter. So our guess counter is always going to start at 0. Oop, let me put my let mute guess counter, and also this should be mute as well. And this guess counter is going to be 0. Okay, this is going to be our main loop. So we're just going to start with the loop, and then everything within this will be in the loop. So I'm actually going to put this at the end. Oops. Right there. Okay, so we started our main loop. Now we're going to print a prompt to the terminal. Print line. This is our macro. Our prompt is going to be guess. What was it? Guess sandwiches. Secret number. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to be doing number 7, which is reading our player's input. So we have to create a variable first to hold the player's input. And it's going to be string : new. Then we're going to put IO, and this is our standard input module that we imported up there. we're going to have a couple of methods. So our first method is going to be our read line method, and we're actually going to reference that mutable variable that we just, let mute, my bad. Mutable variable that we just put over here, user input. It was user input. Okay. Then we're going to do another read line, another line. So this is an expect method. We're either expecting it to be a success or failure. If it is a failure, then it's going to print line this error that we are putting in here. So failed to read user input. Okay, number 8, convert the user's input from a string to a number. Okay, so you see over here, this is a string. We need to convert this by using, we're going to do another let user input. So we're going to shadow the previous variable, and we're going to do user input dot parse. Oh, let's do trim first. Dot trim, and then we're going to do dot parse, which actually changes it. Trim actually trims out the white space within the terminal. Parse is what changes it from a string to an integer. We're going to also do another expect. Over here, we're going to increment our guess counter by 1. Guess counter plus equals 1. That's all we need to put for that. So for number 10, check if it's time to shift the mood. Hint, it can be every 3 guesses. So we're going to do an if statement. So if guess counter modulus 3, which is our remainder, equates to 0, which that means that we want no remainder, so it's going to be on every 3, 6, 9, 12 guesses, okay? Then we're going to increment the secret mood number. You can do any amount, I just prefer 5. And then we're also going to print line the number is increasing, and so is sandwiches temper. 11, if shifting increases secret number, but the cap never goes over 100. Okay, so we're going to do another if statement. So if secret mood number is greater than or equal to 100, then we're going to print line. So, okay, so we want it to cap at 100. So when you get to that point where, say, you keep guessing and you never get to the answer, it's going to cap at 100, and it's just going to tell you that you lost the game. So for 12, this is the point where we're also using 12. So I'm just going to put that over here. It's going to be right next to this print line. Okay, so this is where we're going to print line extreme. Actually, let's just copy and paste it. So it's going to say extreme feral rampage, and then also that you lost the game because you hit 100 or you hit above 100. You lose. For number 13, we're going to compare the guess to the secret number. Hint, use match statement. So we're going to use a match statement here. So we're going to match user input CMP, and then we're going to reference our secret mood number. So it's going to be ordering. This is how our match statement works. Ordering less. Print line more feral. If you get more feral, that means that you need to guess a higher number. So I'm just going to put guess a higher number. Don't forget to put your commas. Then for ordering greater, print line. Okay, this one's going to be closer to peace. Ooh. So guess a lower number. For the last one, it is going to be equal, which means that you got it right. You won the game. So you want to break out of this loop for this equal. So print hint, aka to calm to feral, is going to go over here. Okay, and then we're going to break out of this loop. Okay, we're going to do print line, telling that you won. You got it. And then right here, we're just going to do a break. So now that we have everything, we are going to open up our terminal and we're going to cd into source, cd into bin, and within that, we're going to do a cargo run -- bin. This one is going to be chapter 2. Let's see if it runs, if it gives us any errors. Okay, so we have a couple of errors. Okay, so it's telling me that the type, we didn't type this. So let's go back when we're going to user input, and we just need to type this U32 so that it knows that it's expecting an integer. All right, let's run it again. Okay, and it compiled correctly. Okay, so it says guess sandwich's secret number, and I'm gonna do 50. It's saying it's lower, so let's do 30. It's more feral, so 40. Okay, his temperature is increasing. I'm gonna say 45. And I got it. Perfect. And my game works just as I wanted to. If it says closer to peace, that means it should be less. If it says more feral, then you should guess a higher number. Once you get the number, it should say you got it and break the loop. I hope you enjoyed this video and you stay tuned for chapter 3 all the way to 21. All right, bye.